Equity markets certainly liked Mr. Trump's announcement of a 90-day pause of his reciprocal tariff regime. We saw a 9.5% increase in the S&P 500 on the night of the announcement. But I think we would caution that the last word on tariffs is certainly far from spoken, and that we still have a 125% tariff placed on China. And this is a rapidly evolving situation that one will have to keep a close eye on. Far from say that uncertainty is over, we may have a brief pause for now with this 90-day pause on reciprocal tariffs, but it's still not clear what the end game is for Mr. Trump in terms of tariffs and how countries will negotiate. I think uncertainty is definitely here to stay, at least for the time being. The movements in the sovereign bond market certainly has been something. The US Treasury yields, the 10-year US Treasury yield at one point climbed 50 basis points in just a matter of days. And it seems to be actually the reaction in bond markets that in the end encouraged Trump to go ahead with a 90-day pause, not necessarily the consecutive falls in the equity markets. Shift in trade policy, we wouldn't say that any countries were winners, but in the first instance, the UK did seem to be less of a loser of some sorts in terms of the 10% baseline tariff. But given the 90-day pause, if we keep China out of this, now it seems like every country has a 10% baseline tariff with specific tariffs on steel, aluminium, and cars. So the UK is in a better situation than it was a few days ago in terms of its key trading partners, such as the EU. The 125% additional tariff on China is huge, and there does get to a point where the US increasing the tariff on China doesn't have any impact, because there must be a point where the tariff is so high that no trade takes place. It's not clear where that point may be, but we're certainly in a world where tariffs keep escalating between the US and China, and there doesn't seem to be an end point. So there could be consequences for Europe and the UK from that, in terms of China can no longer be competitive in sending its goods to the US, so it so-called dumps these goods elsewhere, causing disinflationary pressures in the Eurozone, in the UK, and other countries, which certainly would be a good thing in a high inflation environment.